Hey you guys, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about when spirituality becomes a coping mechanism. And I hope we will not be disturbed. I'm in the garden. It's just been raining the whole day and now the sun is coming out and it's so beautiful and the birds are super happy. But our neighbors, so crossing our fingers that we won't be disturbed. Um, you know, I've been watching this in my own life, for a long time, and I've been seeing it, in the collective, and it's something that has been coming up repeatedly in sessions over the last couple of months. And that is the navigation between being energy and understanding more energy and being physical and creating our lives. And, we're all navigating this our individual ways. And I'm not here to say that one thing is right and another thing is wrong. Not at all. But I want to point out something that it's good to be aware of. And that is that as we are, as we know we are light beings, we have incarnated into this very, very physical form as a human. And we are in a period of ascension, of, expansion of consciousness. And as we are developing or as we are becoming more aware, we are understanding that everything is energy. Absolutely everything is energy. And that is super fascinating. And it makes us shift so many things in our lives and the way we see things and our perspectives. And this is a natural evolution. This is the path we're on as humanity. And then the period we're in now is a period where we are coming into more creation in the physical. Because we have been, and I've been mentioning this before in my videos, that we have been, for years in a period where many people have been awakening. There are huge waves of people that will be awakening as well. So it's, it's all moving in a spiral. It's not like everything is happening at the same time for everyone. But for many people, we are moving into a period now where we're going to take more action, or we are in a period of taking more action, of starting to create more in our lives and actually living our lives much more. Because we are here to live. We are here to experience life. There's so much to experience in this life, so many emotions. As we understand that we are not our emotions, we can dive into them. There are plenty of emotions that are, not good, or not good like in experiencing, that doesn't feel good experiencing. And there are so many that are just amazing. And, we can just dive into it. We can feel it and we will move through it. There are so many amazing, the serenity of nature, just the warmth of the sun on the skin, feeling connection with someone, just observing kindness in the street between people, seeing a new culture. Like there's so much, like tasting delicious food. Like there's so much in this life that we can experience and that we can live when we are actually fully in the body. And the ascension is happening in the body, right? It's nothing happening outside of us, even though there are, massive cosmic energies coming in and there are energies coming up from the earth, and, many people are feeling these waves of energy. But the shift is happening inside of us. So we have come to a point where many are not so much in need anymore of anyone outside saying that now there are these energies or now this thing is happening, because we can feel it inside. And there's nothing wrong about, I'm talking about collective energies myself, right? So it's nothing wrong about it, but start focusing on coming into yourself and feeling things and trusting you, trusting your intuition, because there will be more confusion in the time coming. And the more we can just be present in our lives, inside our physical body, we are so much stronger in whatever is going on in our lives. And also because we are shifting so quickly, and we are now, understanding that we can actually start creating more of the life that we want, because we have cleared so many programs and beliefs around, all constrictions or limitations, lack consciousness, even though there might be plenty more to take from. That we start getting more of the contact with the opportunity that is there for us to create the lives we want to live. And this is where, when we are at that point, it's very, very easy to get a bit stuck in a spiritual belief or truth, because it doesn't mean that it has to be something false at all. It can be a modality that we are super attached to, that we have been using, for years, and it's been working, and maybe we've been even helping other people with that modality. Or it's like excessive shadow work, and shadow work is awesome. It's great, we need it. We need to look at ourselves, and we have, if we do it from a place of presence in the body, and, when a trigger comes up and something happens, or we are just like not moving in the direction we want to, and we can, like, when something comes up, or a belief or a limitation or something, we can go in and we can use all the tools we have gathered. We choose the one that works the best for what's coming up, and we move through it, and with accept and presence. But we can also overly attach to spiritual beliefs or paradigms or something that someone outside of us is telling us, because of a fear of actually living. So I don't want to take away from you any of your tools that are working. All of those are awesome. Any experience with energy, awesome. Keep going. Anything that, is expanding you and your understanding, and all of that, it's awesome, it's great, it's you developing. But when you start living more, when you start expanding your comfort zone in the physical more and more, watch yourself. Oh, now there was this really beautiful butterfly sitting down just beside the chair where I have the camera. Oh, it's really beautiful, you guys. I wish I could show you. When you start transforming, like the butterfly is telling, right? All of this into actually living more, taking more action, creating more, being alive, like living, finding your passion, getting in contact with, that creative energy in you, and start really using it and coming, getting into this life much more from a very different place than you used to. Be aware of when there is some fear triggered that brings you right back into a feel of control, really, that feels safe in a way you have been doing things. The butterfly is just flying around here. I hope it comes a bit closer so I can show you. It is when we are challenged, or when we meet, lack, limitations, that it's very easy to be too much in the energies, if that's where we have been for a while. And we are asked to embody more and more. And so everything we have learned, everything we understand, everything we're moving through is awesome. Just be aware of whether you have created a program of when there are incoming energies, I have to be knocked out. You might be knocked out when there are incoming energies. You might be experiencing that at the same time as everyone else, or maybe not at all. Do you have a belief that you have to watch a certain update constantly, or that you have to clear something always, or like any of those beliefs? Because when we have been doing something for a long time, it's so easy to create a pattern or a belief or a paradigm around it, and that is where we come back. Like that's what we fall back into when we are meeting a fear, when we are asked to actually take more action in the physical. It can also be that we will have to face something in ourselves that we are so fearful of, right? By, like, if we're going to do something or like take the next step, that it's much easier to be in this safe pool of, whatever we have been doing for a while. And I'm not saying, I want to repeat that, I'm not saying that any of this is wrong. I just want to bring to your awareness that if you find yourself coming back to that again and again, or really like grabbing on or attaching to only like being in the energetics, start being aware of when there's fear that makes you feel more safe, when that's your only focus, and challenge yourself, because you're also human. Whether we've been like only human and no awareness at all of energies or consciousness or all of this, or whether we've been only in that we have forgotten that we're human, there's nothing is better or worse than anything else, but we are both. And now it's really important to start being both, to start embodying and keep expanding and start living and creating more and more. Hope this is helpful for you guys, and that it can maybe bring some reflections and contemplations to you. I would love to hear your experiences with this and where you're at. I really appreciate everyone commenting, and anyone sharing, subscribing, liking. It really helps the messages to come out. So I thank you all for that. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.